One. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 504 Core Podcast. A lot to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause. Spencer Rattler's now 1-10 as a starting quarterback. Kellen Moore gets his first win as a head coach. And you know what, Mike, you could say, oh man, bad for the tank, whatever. I'm just happy this football team won because no matter what you could say, you don't want to go 0-17. There are some cultural things that I like about this team. They're still really, really bad, but Rattler hasn't looked terrible. Okay. I think he's improved drastically. I know it's very hard on Spencer Rattler, but he has improved a ton. Uh, but yeah, Carl Granderson, the NFL should give him a sack. He should be second in the NFL in sacks because that was BS. But yeah, that's all I really got with this football team. They beat a bad Giants team with a rookie quarterback that made rookie mistakes. But all in all, they are who I thought they were. And except Spencer Rattler. Wasn't expecting him to play well. I'm not going to say good, well.
Yeah, I mean, what did we say before the season? We both said 4 wins. So beating the Giants week 5 is pretty much on par. So uh, we I'm all for the tank, don't get me wrong. I think in the end, come April, we're gonna be grateful if they lose these kind of games. But I was happy they won this game. Texted a couple group messages like I kind of hope they win it because it was getting kind of grim.
Yeah.
Re- really bad. We haven't done a pod in a little bit, but Seattle, I turned that TV off within 5 minutes, and yeah, Rattler's not the reason they're losing. I think that's the a big
Good
takeaway
news.
too. He's played well. He hasn't played really bad. His confidence looks a lot better. I think is he your future quarterback? I'm not sure, but has he played like a quarterback that's going to get benched soon? No, I think he's been, above average, and I think he's been pretty solid. So, you
He's
know,
shown that he's a quarterback right now that can be 25 to 40 in the NFL. The next step is can you be a franchise quarterback?
what
Can
do
you
you
be
mean? What do you mean
somebody?
25 to 40, like pay wise?
No, I mean like just the best 25th, 20th through 20, 32 best quarterback in the NFL. I think
I thought you meant like a year pay wise. I mean $40,
no,
$40 million a year for quarterback. I mean
no, I meant
Geno Smith's
quarterback
making 75 over
25,
2. Yeah, gotcha,
quarterback
gotcha.
25.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. I think Rattler's been good. I think the main thing I've been looking at this season is just the young talent. You just see what you can kind of build on. Sanker has been obviously a bright spot. You got someone there at safety with him. I think Howden's always been solid. I don't think I think he's a little underrated at this point. Howden's always been kind of a solid player. Brzee makes
Anderson's been
plays.
good.
Granderson's been good.
Both tackles have been good.
Both tackles. I know Simpkins didn't grade out well, but Simpkins is, he's kind of getting thrown in the fire. He's
Drafted.
actually not that
Yeah.
terrible. Um, who else? I
They
feel like I'm
need
missing
a
somebody.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
Cooley's had his struggles. I'll give it to him for this game.
Yeah.
Having 2 picks is cool. Yeah, they got some talent. They need more weapons. That's for sure.
Everywhere. They need talent everywhere. That's why if they get a top three pick, I'm trading with the Cowboys or somebody and getting three first. I'm loading up because you need talent everywhere. That's why I was so mad when they traded for Devon Vele. What has he done? Trading a fourth and a seventh for the guy and done nothing. They need talent everywhere. They need picks. We've talked about this, but there are some bright spots. Um, I also want to see Kellen Moore. How does he learn how to be a head coach as the season progresses?
Yeah, I think I haven't been that impressed with his play calling. I think it's been a little bland. I think he obviously stepped it up a little bit, but if you're gonna be a shit team, at least be fun. I mean, I don't know. That's my opinion. Throw deep, throw a trick play. I don't know. Do something.
You got
I just
Taysom Hill coming up. I think he's
Oh,
going to
I
get
guess I
more.
guess the one trick play they ran was the Philly special last week, and it was just
Oh,
horrendous.
versus,
It
versus
looked
the
like they never even
Bills.
practiced it. Yeah, that was really bad. No, I just this team is just. I
Well,
want them. I just want them to get a top five pick, and this team's
yeah,
not going anywhere. I just
yeah,
don't want them to be like 7 to 12. Like that just sounds like a nightmare.
like you said, they need weapons drastically. The offensive line, you still need a guard, all right, but you need more edge rushers, you need cornerbacks, you need a linebacker, you need a running back, you need a receiver, you need holes all over the place. The thing is, they got to get more explosive, right? Because if this offense works, the first thing you need is a offensive line. Second thing you need is a quarterback. The third thing you need is now playmakers. You can watch, like, to me, the NFL is all about systems, Michael. And we've seen this. I don't know if Spencer Rattler can be this, but we've seen this when guys start getting experience and they're in the right system, they start to thrive. You saw it with Daniel Jones. You see it with Sam
Baker.
Darnold, Baker Mayfield. You could see it with Mac Jones in San Francisco as well. But Sam Darnold's playing. He was great last year with the Vikings. He's continuing with that with the Seahawks right now. He's been really good. Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones. So can Spencer Rattler be that? I don't think he's still in a good situation, right? I'm not going to even say Kellen Moore's play calls. I just don't think they have weapons right now for him to be successful. And people are, oh, Kamara, Shaheed. Well, Shaheed's an okay third receiver, and Kamara's old. He's aging. They just don't have enough playmakers.
Yeah, that was like people were like, oh, Rattler didn't light it up last year. I mean, he's throwing at like Walmart cashiers half the year. So yeah, they really didn't have anybody. The offensive line was terrible last year. I think they had the most like O line combinations. Might have been NFL history. I could be completely wrong about that, but I did remember seeing a stat. It was just like ridiculous amount of different combinations. Yeah, system is obviously very important. I think it's very true on that. I could probably throw 3,000 yards in San Fran's system at this point. So, uh, um, the Saints, they don't really have the best supporting cast. If you notice how Olave catches every time he catches the ball, he falls on the ground. Have you noticed that yet?
You know who did that too, and he had a long NFL career, and I'm not mad about it, is Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is a guy that I would look at that had concussions early in his career and just falls down. Now, I will tell you this, that's not a number one receiver, that's a number three receiver, right?
When I
Um,
watch Olave, there's nothing about me where I'm just like, wow, this is impressive. Like there was a play when he like ran across. I mean, his yak is terrible. He has to have like the lowest yak I've ever seen. He ran across the field and
but
he
there's a
like
reason for that.
reason for what?
Yeah, why he has a low yak.
Well, he falls to the
Well,
ground. He hits the
yeah.
ground no matter what, and then like at least roll over, do something, get an extra half yard, do something. I mean, he doesn't do anything. He just lays there. And then when there's a play, he was cutting across the field, and he didn't even get touched, and he just fell on the ground out of bounds. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. It's just he's not a big receiver, but he is fast. He does. I've never seen him break a tackle. It's just, I guess it just is what it is with Olave. But if I'm the Saints, if you can get anywhere near a third round pick, I'm trading him. I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm not paying
to,
that
to
dude.
that point, to that point, he's sixth in the NFL in catches and 43rd in yards, right?
Bang.
So he's averaging 7.4 yards a catch. You know what that ranks, Michael Foret?
Wait, how much?
150th. 7.4 yards a catch.
Yeah, he's not that impressive. I mean, I think people are starting to wake up. I've been kind of blaring the horn about this, but he's not a true number one. God is even. I think he's a fringe number two at this point. I mean, is he really that great? I've never seen. I've just he drops the ball a fair amount to where you're just like it's a possibility. Like you're thinking it gets no yards after the catch, makes no contested catches, has concussion history, falls to the ground every play.
Yeah.
I I mean, is he made
No,
like
I
a big
agree with
play?
you.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean
we're
it's
on the
just
same page that this team needs weapons, right? And we've been on
Shahid's a
agreement.
free agent next year, not to freak anyone out listening to this too. So
Yeah.
they got to pay him. Juwan Johnson, Mister.
But
I'm good every
what
five
is
weeks.
yeah, what is Juwan Johnson bringing to this team, and why are you paying Juwan Johnson? Speaking of that, just receiving, Shaheed has more yards than Chris Olave and 11 less catches,
Yeah,
right?
and I'm sure a lot of that came from that one play. But even
I know,
still,
but
Shahid's just
still.
more of a playmaker. Like when you just think of playmakers, like Olave is not even coming to my mind. It's always like Shahid, it's Kamara, I mean, Kendre's made some runs. I don't know if he's considered a playmaker, but he's a good RB2. I think at this point, I think that's another bright spot on the offense. He's showing that you can have a. I don't know if he's an RB1, but he can definitely be an RB2, a good RB2. I mean, he's breaking some tackles. It's just it's a little early to tell to make a judgment on him, but I'm glad he's getting opportunities. He's not in the doghouse. Yeah, I'm betting Kendra Miller over yards when he play the Bears. I will say that. So
I will say this. Um, Devon Bailey, real quick. 4 catches, 29 yards, a touchdown as a New Orleans Saint.
would they
Four
give up a
fumbles,
fourth and a six or fourth or seven?
7.
Yeah. Well, it's classic Money Mickey. I mean, I've harped on another podcast or this podcast multiple times. It's just like Gail Benson. She doesn't know how to hire people. Mickey Loomis. I think the Saints are gonna have a hard time going anywhere with him.
Yeah.
It's just
Um,
unfortunate.
yeah. But you know what? There is Rattler's a positive. I think he's getting the ball out quick. He's been better. He's been more prepared, which you expect a guy playing more. I haven't, there hasn't been a point in the season where I've been like, all right, let's look at Tyler Shock. And
Well, that's like a thing too. It's like, what if they use that 40th pick on a playmaker or a guard or defensive lineman or I
hey,
mean anybody. A
who's been
kicker. What about a kicker, Corey? I'll take a good kicker at 40. I don't care. Just somebody other than just sitting on the bench.
you know who was screaming that when they picked him? 26. Hey, you people talk about Mac Jones not wanting Mac Jones. Mac Jones is basically the same age as Tyler Shock, by the way.
Well, who said they want Mac Jones? What crazy person
No,
said that?
just people talking. I'm not saying Mac Jones, but
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this. Mason Taylor is sitting there at 42. You
Dude,
want a
I would have loved
playmaker.
Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor
Will
is starting to break out too.
Will Johnson. What about Trey Harris?
Dude,
Jack Beck.
anybody.
RJ Harvey is looking good with the Broncos. Um,
Dude, what about like a really good guard? I mean, just something. I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It was just I don't know if that was a Kellen Moore pick. I don't know if that was just like a victim of circumstances. I know they wanted Dart allegedly. They always say this shit. It's like how many times I have to hear Sean Payton talk about how he wanted Mahomes, and it's just I don't know. It Like I
yeah.
said, I'm
All
just
right. It's
for the
just
Saints.
it's
Yeah, I'm kind of done with talking about the Saints. They're exhausting, but I do like watching the young guys kind of thrive for the few
100%.
of. But that's kind of what we're going off of right now.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move off of that. Positives, they're what we expected, but there are some positives with this football team. Speaking of positives, once again, it seems like we're going around in a circle here with Zion Williamson. Looks good. I mean, I will give him credit. This is probably the best I've seen him look entering an off season. But the thing is, you got to play through that. You got to maintain it. Maintaining it has been a huge issue. You got to maintain it. He hasn't. I don't know what to expect at this basketball team. I think, like the only thing I don't know what to expect. I really have no clue what this basketball team will look like come this season. They they might start really hot and then do what they do and get hurt. I just really don't know, Mike. Um, I've been keeping up with like it's gonna be tough to get even a play in. The West is absolutely loaded. In my opinion, the top two teams are gonna be the really top two teams it's been the last 3 years, and that's gonna be the Thunder and the Nuggets. The Nuggets got loaded again. After that, the Rockets are gonna be good. Then you're gonna have the Lakers. And then the Clippers, Spurs, Warriors, all just are right there. Grizzlies. I mean, where do the Pelicans fall in at? 7, 8, 9, 10th, 11? It could be anywhere. It all
Grizzlies
depends on
Grizzlies will
Zion.
fall back. I mean, Morant's already hurt. They traded
Yeah, I
Bane.
agree. That's why I had the
Jackson's
Grizzlies
hurt
later.
too, isn't he? And they just paid him a big
Yeah.
contract. No, it's like what when I open up Twitter today, what do I see? Oh, Giannis. They talked with the Knicks. Giannis' family's moving to Athens. Their trade's probably going to happen. It's like, okay, that's awesome. How does that affect the Pels? Well, Pels also traded that part of going after Derek
Well,
Queen. They traded that pick as well. So the
but for
Bucks
granted,
are.
when does that trade happen? February? Are the Bucks in the playoffs in February? Does you know?
I mean, but it's just like the fact that like the chances are Giannis being on Milwaukee next year, I'd say are more favorable of him
Is
not
the
being
pick
on that
this year or
team.
next year?
It's this year, so it's like a swap, but like it basically when we traded the pick, it's like the most favorable of the two. So like,
So it's real quick. Sorry. Um, with that trade. So if Giannis gets traded, say in February or next summer, we still have the pick the following year, correct?
yes, but then we also lose. We have the more favorable pick in 2027, and then Milwaukee gets the less favorable pick. Like, yeah, we basically have the pick. We have like a
Okay.
pick
All
swap
right.
with them.
Well,
That was part of the
that's
that was
good.
part of the Murray trade. But yeah, no, like that's like the positive. But like, what if Milwaukee? What if Giannis gets hurt, or what if Milwaukee ships him off? Like,
Well, but what if Zion comes out and gets MVP? Like there's so many what ifs, but ifs, smut
yeah, but
ifs.
I'm just, and then, well, like going on my, like, so I saw that. And then the next tweet, it's like Vegas released all the over unders and where the Pels sit 30 and a
Like,
half. It's
yeah.
like, Vegas is usually pretty close. They're not that far off. Sometimes they could be way off, but like, do you really think the New Orleans Pelicans over under is going to be way off from what Vegas is saying? Like,
Well,
chances are
it's
no.
been way off before.
Oh, I mean, it
Negative years in
happens, but
Boston.
like 8 or 9 out of times out of 10, that they're gonna hit it within
Look,
5 games.
I don't know. Like I've seen the Broncos last year have picked to win 5 games and they win 10, right?
I think I
I've
think
seen
I
the
think the NBA is a way more straightforward.
you say that, but it depends on one guy. It does. It really does.
Going off of all the fun history the Pelicans have had over the
It's been
years,
terrible. But
it's not been. There's
here's
nothing optimistic about it. Where you're
but
just like,
here's
oh
the
yeah,
thing.
this is where it
You
changes.
remember 2 years ago when he played, they won 49 games.
No, I think this team will be. It'll definitely be fun. I just don't like not having my own pick. But I hope I have all. We always talked about Derek Queen before the draft. Classic. He's already hurt. Herb Jones already hurt. Murray hurt. This is, half the team's already hurt. So there's really nothing sitting there in my face other than Zion. I can slowly see abs
Trey
with the
Murphy.
right. Yeah, Trey Murphy, and then I could slowly see Zion's abs with the right lighting. So that's always fun. But I think Fears will be good. They said he already grew. They had him listed at 6'1", and then now he's at 6'4". I don't know about that. He's probably like 6'3", but
Six
they
two
did
and a
say he
half.
grows. Yeah, it's somewhere around there. But with shoes on, with high heels. But yeah, I think. He does look bigger. Apparently he's been a gym rat. I think he was 17, or he like just turned 18 when he got drafted. I think he was the second
Um,
youngest player in the draft. So that's just like something to build on. But yeah, I think if Derek Queen ends up being like a really nice rotational piece, or like ends up being a good starter, and Fears ends up being like a fringe all-star kind of guy, I think it'd be pretty successful. But yeah, we'll see. I think the Pelicans will be a fun team. Jordan Poole's a fun guy. You basically traded for a younger, way more aggressive CJ McCollum. A lot of volume, a lot of crazy shots. You know, um, what else did they do? Zion. Got to give to Zion. It's funny because he's extension eligible now, so now he's in shape. So that's fun. Yeah, I think Dumars has done a lot of good so far, but we're gonna find out if what it's all made of when the ball hits the court.
we'll
So
see what happens because, like I said, I really don't
it's a
know what
fun
to
team.
expect.
It's a fun team.
Yeah,
That's for
and
sure.
it's way more intriguing than what the Saints could be. Where the Saints, we know they're going to be bad. There's not a lot of in between. This team, it's all in between,
Yeah,
right?
no
It's
one's talked
all
about Missy. You got Missy too. I've been the biggest Missy
yeah.
guy ever. I they
Looney
were.
Looney could be a good vet as a
I think,
center.
yeah. I think Looney will probably start the games and then probably play like 20 minutes, and then Missy's going to play more minutes and just kind of have him off the bench. But
Did you know who we're going to talk about is Jordan Hawkins. Like Where does he fit on this team?
Uh, it's part of a trade. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, is he extension eligible yet? I don't know.
I think so. This is his third year.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta see what he does. I mean, he just needs to be like a Joe Harris kind of guy, like just off the bench, hit three, shoot. If he shoot anywhere around 40% and score 10 points, he'll get 10 to $12 million contract. So, um, I don't know. It's a fun team. That's what I will say. But if I agree with all the moves Dumars has made, absolutely not. But I do. I've always liked Jordan Poole. Derek Queen. He's brought in fun guys. Just the aggressiveness of it is just questionable. We're gonna find out. So I'll take fun. Why not?
I agree. All right, let's talk about college football real quick before we have to go. LSU. All right, so all right, here's my take on Garrett Nussmeier. You know I'm a Garrett Nussmeier fan. Garrett Nussmeier's been playing with an ab strain. I've been watching a lot of his film, and he just does not have the zip on the football that he had last year. He's throwing more with his body, right? I mean, less with his legs and more with his arm. Let me correct that. Less with his legs and his core than his arm. So I'm kind of interested to see that. If they knew he was injured like this, and it's clear that he is, not his decision making, which is still bad as it was last year, but why play him versus Southeastern? You say that you kind of want to get him on the same page. Why not rest him? Because all he's done last week is throw with a towel, right? Which is good. Get your form, get healthy. I'm okay with that. But why not sit him against Louisiana Tech, against Southeastern, and see what you have in a true, is he a redshirt freshman, sophomore, quarterback?
Yep, they'll probably redshirt him this year. He was a freshman last year, right? From Van
Yes.
Buren.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's
no,
my
I
question with
think
that.
a lot of Tech you got to play them first game of the season, and then Florida, you got to do it. And then yeah, Southeastern. He was still or not first game of the season. It was Clemson was, but I think Heisman. I don't know. I think there's something there. I think it's kind of in the middle of everything. I think some of it's overblown. I think some of it's underblown. So I think Kelly's really downplaying it. I don't think he wants to give anything away. And I think rightfully so. People give him shit about it, and I don't really. What's he supposed to say? Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. He's so bad. Like, what is he going to say? Like, oh, it's nothing. Like, we're just dealing with it. I mean, there's something clearly there. To the severity of it, I'm not sure, but obviously the buy came at the right time. It seems like football, anytime you get a buy, it's always at the right time, like no matter what, like no matter where you are in the season. So
Everything's still ahead of this team. It's not the end of
yeah,
the world.
no, I mean, yeah, I mean, losing, they didn't play that great against Ole Miss, and they barely lost, and losing at number four, Ole Miss is nothing to sneeze at. So they got a lot. The SEC, you could probably get in the playoffs with two L's probably. So it's
Yeah.
just people overreact. It's college football. The sky's falling when you lose. So typical LSU, typical SEC fans. It just is what it is. It comes with expectations, and I mean, kind of rightfully so. There's a lot of money poured into the shit. So, um, yeah, we'll see. I think I kind of expect a little bit bounce back game. I think the offense will open it up a little bit more. I think LSU does come out with a bang this weekend. I really do.
Yeah, I do too. And then you got what, Vandy, you got A&M coming up, Alabama and Oklahoma. I mean, those are some tough games. At Oklahoma is going to be really tough because
Yeah,
OU is going to be trying
Oklahoma
to,
is in crazy good shape right now. I mean, they're not even.
and he's
Huh?
hurt right now.
Who?
It's here, and he's hurt right now.
Yeah, is he playing against Texas? I saw their 3 point dogs. I thought that was interesting.
I don't think he's playing.
Oh, is that
Playing.
why?
Real quick though, looking at LSU schedule versus South Carolina at Vandy, you got to get those two, and then you need to win. Dare I say both or one of? Well, I think you need to beat A&M, and then you need to beat either Alabama or Oklahoma.
I think they can do it. I think, like I said, the defense is pretty good, and the whole thing this year was the offense was supposed to be the bee's knees, and it hasn't been. So whether it's injury, whether it's play calling, whether it's a mixture of both, I think that's what it is. It's not like they don't have weapons. I mean, every guy. I mean, they have fucking five receivers deep. I swear they got five guys on that team right now. They're gonna be playing in the NFL for years. So, I mean, Nick Anderson was a massive get in the offseason, and they're barely hearing from him. So the offense isn't what it's supposed to be. They can't run the ball at all. Um, we'll find out. I don't know. I don't really know what to say.
100%. Real quick with college football, I think all quarterbacks right now that we thought were going to be good are not good, which is very interesting. I think the developmental part of the quarterback in college football has lacked last couple of years, and that's why it takes players a couple of years to figure it out, like a Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones in the league. I don't know if there's a guy right now, maybe Mateer if he didn't get hurt, where I was like, oh man, he's gonna be special in the league.
What about Dante Moore? I keep seeing him.
Like Bryce Underwood and the kid from Cal, the freshman from Cal, a little bit more than Dante Moore currently. I don't know. I think Mateer, I want like it's so early too right now. Like we could be sitting here and LSU wins the next several games, and we could be sitting here in December and Nuss is back as a top five, top 10 quarterback. Like so many things can change at the end of the year. So I really don't. It's early, but as of today, like I know you were high on Sellers. I still think Sellers needs to come
He
back
needs
in the
another.
league.
He needs it. Yeah, he definitely needs another year. But the raw physical tools, like it's
Oh, it's
there.
great. Like I liked him last year, but he still needs another year. You need games. College games, playing games matter. Um,
Yeah, I mean, if you had like a Jeremiah Smith sitting there and you had Sellers sitting there in the draft, I mean, I'm probably going to pick Jeremiah Smith or like a really good receiver or a good weapon over like that, and then just kind of like roll with Rattler. Unless there's some kind of like obvious pick there, then just stick with what you got. It's pain as much as it pains me to say that, but yeah, trade back, like you said, trade back if you're the Saints, and but yeah, college football. There's really no like standout. I mean, the Heisman odds right now, Carson Beck's leading it, and that's crazy.
and Carson back.
Yeah, there's really no one obvious, which is interesting. But yeah, it'll play itself out. It always does. There's always some guy that springs on kind of late. So
Team running back, he's a sophomore. Jeremiah Love, right?
Notre Dame.
Jeremiah, he's a sophomore, right?
You got
Center.
Jeremiah Smith, the receiver. He's a sophomore, and I think Jeremiah Love. Is he? I don't know if he's sophomore or junior. I'm not sure. I don't keep up with Notre Dame that much.
So, give me 1 second. I want to see who, because people talk about Caleb Love, the safety, but my problem with
Caleb
Caleb
Downs.
Love Downs, he's a safety. I love safeties. I played safety, but am I drafting a safety top five? No. Ruben Bain is a guy I would love. Love Ruben Bain.
Yeah,
Mendoza,
can never have enough pass rushers. He can kind of play inside or out.
Jeremiah Love
Mendoza.
Jr. So Love will come out. Jordan Tyson's another guy.
Who's that?
He's the receiver from Arizona State.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Just draft a weapon. That's all I care about. Or a pass rusher. I mean, I don't really know what else. I think we're good on linebackers. Hmm. What any locks this weekend, college football wise?
I do not have any right now. Hold on, let me look.
I'm liking LSU money line. I'm liking Oregon money line. This is a parlay. And I'm liking I seriously think LSU is gonna come out really hot. LSU, Oregon, Bama's 2.5 point dogs, which is
I think
really interesting.
Texas will rebound, and with
Oh,
no
the
John
spread the
Mateer.
spread's dropped a point and a half.
Yeah, I have Texas actually winning.
You like old Arch?
We'll see. I don't think all of it's on him, but I actually like give me give me Utah and then give me BYU. Um, I'm looking for an upset. Give me a second.
I'm kind of done betting teams on the road. Um,
Yeah. Dude, so like
College football,
Missouri at home
NFL's kind
against
of
Alabama.
irrelevant, huh?
Missouri at home against Alabama.
Well, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. Like the spread's so low and they're a road dog. I'm just like, it's kind of disgusting. I just I feel like it's so like in college, like road games are just like so much harder in the NFL. I don't know. That's just it could be wrong, but
I
I
mean, they're
just feel like all
kids,
the upsets are just usually at home. I mean, if you think about it.
100%. Well, that's all I got, Mike. You got anything else?
Oh, shout out UCLA. Shout out the 14-year-old coach. That was pretty cool. Hey,
Jerry.
UCLA at home. There you go. Case in point.
Especially when it's the travel so far, because you're going from Pennsylvania to California.
Well, that's all these stupid conference realignments. They'll put like a New York team with an LA team. It's just like no one
Just think of the
cares.
ACC, Mike. You got Cal Berkeley, you got Stanford and Miami.
Yeah, I don't even know what the conferences are anymore outside the SEC. So it's getting to be too much. And then there's gonna be like three conferences, and then they're all gonna get so big, and then it's just gonna disband. I don't know. That's a
Yep.
whole other conversation. But so no locks. You got no locks. No Corey Rholdon locks.
Roll wave on Thursday against ECU. It's my
Thursday. They
lock.
play Thursday.
Yeah, against East Carolina.
Wow, I did not know that. LC money line. Throw it in a parlay. Tell your family about it. I like it.
Well, I said Utah and BYU as well. Utah over Arizona State because they're at home, and then BYU gets by Arizona.
All right, I like it.
And Colorado loses at home to Iowa State.
Yeah, what's up with Colorado? What's wrong with them?
They don't have a quarterback. Caden Salter is not a Power Five quarterback. They're terrible late in the game. Coach Prime has not figured out how to use timeouts or have clock management. So they're in close games, but they're bad down the stretch. So it's right there. That's what it is.
I
Like
think
they're terrible.
Colorado's simmer is really gone away. Like they're
Not as fast as Bill Belichick's though.
oh dude, Billy B. I don't know. It's
That documentary's not coming out now.
yeah. I mean, he'll do this year. Is he going to get through next year? That's a fun bet.
No.
No.
He might retire at the end of this year. They're
Yeah.
bad, bro. They're bad.
Do you remember like the first like 5 minutes of the game? It was like super
Yeah, well, they
exciting.
scored on the first drive, and I was in the fantasy football draft. People are like, oh, Bill Belichick, he's gonna be a great coach in college, and then
Yeah. You know how
TCU is
related.
good by now.
I would say how
Oh, that's
relatable is
another
he? But
quarterback.
he's
Josh
dating.
Hoover's pretty good.
I like Hoover too. Will he translate? I don't know. I got to watch more TCU. I watched him a little bit against Colorado. I do like him. I don't
He's a
know.
furry, apparently.
Yeah, I like that. Would you rather be a furry or
Yeah,
be 80 years old dating a 24-year-old? I guess you'd rather be 80, right?
because you get all the benefits of that. You're rich.
Yeah, that's a different
When you
podcast.
live
But
your life, you had a good full life.
yeah,
Uh,
no, that's good for Billy B. That's all I got to say.
yeah, good for him, man.
All
So,
right, did we touch everything? Hockey's coming
yeah.
up. Big hockey season.
Avs. It's championship or bust for the Avs. If the Avs do not win it this year, the general manager and the head coach will be fired. It is like the whole locker room. It's championship or bust with this team, and they're loaded. I mean, they're tied with the freaking Oilers and the Hurricanes is the best odds to win the championship. So no more choking to the Stars.
Stars suck too. They blow it too. So I get it.
Yeah, but the Avs blow it to one team and one team only.
Sports are fun, Corey. Try and remember that. It's hard to remember. All right, that's all I got.
Like and subscribe. Love y'all. Missed y'all. Tell Michael. get his ass and call me to do more of these podcasts. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.